Hello, everybody. I just realized my microphone is like 10 miles away from me. Stand by. Let me get that over here. How's that? Is that a little better? I know can you guys hear the echo still in my room here? I hung a picture and I've got my bookcases started to fill them up with books. And I thought, well, that's going to help a little. Yeah, it hasn't helped so much. I got a ways to go, but it's starting to feel better. So happy Labor Day. How many of you are actually taking the day off? Raise your hand. Well, you can't do that in the chat. You're just going to have to say, me, if that is you. Yeah, it's not like a echo, but it's like I can hear my voice like bouncing off the walls. Just listing. Some of you are. I'm taking a quasi day off. I am trying to keep it low key. I actually got in the pool with Rachel this morning because I promised her I would get in the pool with her this morning. So mama's got to keep her promises. So we did that. Matt actually came into work because he didn't want to miss too many hours this week, but I let him go home early and said, I will pay you for the day, my friend. The fact that he was willing to come in and do whatever needed to be done. He actually prepared something very special for us today, which is going to be the big announcement. So I hope everyone who entered into the raffle. Is there a raffle? Not really a raffle. There was no purchase necessary. You just had to answer 3 questions in 3 different videos and send those in to me. And many of you did. It was a little time consuming to go through all of those emails and check and double check, make sure I got everybody in there. But we will be drawing the winners live on the air during the show today. So I am hoping you all are here. You were pond cleaning. Does that count? It only counts as working if you're getting paid for it. Is that how it works? I know when we're self-employed, it's hard. What is working? Where's the line? Where do we find that line? So, but I am trying to keep a very, very casual day today. For those who are new here for the first time, maybe, I am Danny Ackerman, also known as the Niche Lady, and I do this every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We get on here and we talk about something to do with reselling. And I am joined by my little feathered friend co-host here, Bougie. This is Bougie. Well, oh, he wants to dance. You want to show off and dance? Okay. Yeah, you are quite the dancer. What are you doing? What are you doing? If I wasn't on camera asking him to do this, he would be repeating incessantly. But it is what it is. Peekaboo. All right. He'll start doing that now. But this is my love. This is my Bougie. He runs the show here. And when you can finally see him, because I don't have a blue curtain right behind him like I used to have. So he's more up close and personal now. So we are still getting things situated in the new house. I am starting to get, I've got a lot of stuff. I love to decorate and I love my collections. And I have realized because of the layout of this house, I have a lot less places to put all of that stuff. So I have a big curio cabinet that I was going to use as a store display. I have 2 of them. I am going to bring one of them home to house my tortoise collection because I just have so many. I need a place to go with them. And I want to get some of my pretties up. And this house doesn't have a lot of wall space for me to do a lot of shelves and things. So it's a very interesting layout. This house is, it really is. And we're getting used to it. And those of you who follow me on Facebook and or Instagram might have seen that Noah was cooking some steaks last night. Actually, we tried the barbecue. We thought the barbecue was all hooked up and ready to go. Was not. Couldn't get it to work. So handyman comes tomorrow. We'll have him problem solve the barbecue. But fortunately, the stove that is in this house has a grill. So we were able to grill some steaks because we had our friends Crystal and Angel over. Crystal and Angel's channel is Rosie's Closet. And the reason they came over, and I just got to tell you guys this because so many of you have been asking me about the scorpion problem. So Angel is appropriately named because as it turns out, Angel is an exterminator by trade. And he came over once about 2 weeks ago and really sprayed heavy for us. And then, you know, it's time to do that follow-up thing. And I just don't trust anybody. With all of my animals, I need somebody who's very, very aware of where to spray, where not to spray, and all of that. So Angel offered to come over last night and teach Noah how to do the spraying. Because as homeowners, we can spray anytime we need to, but we can't have an exterminator out any more than once a month. And I feel like this issue is it's almost like a nightly battle. So they actually went out last night with the black lights and the spray, and he taught Noah, and they went out and they killed about 30 more scorpions and some black widows and some other unsavory creatures. But so Noah cooked him some steaks. So, oh, there's Crystal over there. So if you guys would be so kind as to go over to Rosie's Closet channel, subscribe if you are not already, but more importantly than that, go watch some videos so that they can get their watch time and get their channel monetized. And let's get them into this whole crew of monetized YouTubers who can bring you some pretty great content. I mean, they bring you great content without being monetized, but it just makes it a lot easier on the YouTube creators if there's actually a little something coming in that pays for that time. And all you guys need to do is go watch some videos. That's the part that I'm asking my community to do to get them kind of lifted up, because they have just been amazing friends. And I am so grateful for them because I feel hopeful. I was ready to start looking for another place to live. I gotta tell you, I was ready to say, nope, I am not dealing with this. But now I'm hopeful that we are going to be able to get a handle on this problem and live here in peace. Plus, we're going to have some chickens coming soon too. That's going to help. Big money, black widow venom. Yeah, no thanks. No. I got better things to do than collect black widows. But anybody, knows a black widow hunter or a scorpion hunter and you want to send them my way, that's fine. But I'm not going to actively go out and look for them because I'm trying to keep my mind off of that situation. I got chased by some yellow jackets in the yard this morning too. I'm like, what? Like, I go out to check my tortoises and let Peanut out, this morning, and all of a sudden I hear this. And normally that doesn't bother me a whole bunch, but then I'm like, it's following me. It's like aggressively, it followed me into the house, and then I had to get it back. And then all of a sudden I see 2 of them, and I'm like, oh, Peanut, get in the house. We got to close the door. Bugs. Bugs. Oh no, you're at a campground in South Carolina And you've seen huge gators? What? That would be kind of cool, actually. I like gators. Gators are cool. I don't want to get up close and personal, but gators are cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's just our dry weather, and if you got an irrigation system, they're attracted, all these bugs are attracted to it, but I wish they'd go somewhere else. I really, really, really do. Yeah, I saw Melissa put the channel. So, and I know Crystal is here. I don't know if Angel's in the picture, but you guys, little super tip for your YouTube channel is go over and make your custom URL so that it just says youtube.com/c/Rosie's Closet. Makes it easier then for people to find you. But thank you guys for heading over there. I see some of you saying you went and subscribed. Thank you for that. Now, I saw something before I even popped on here. I just want to go back and say welcome to Dawn. Is it Curtis? I'm probably saying that really, really wrong. Dawn K. Welcome to the Niche Nation. If you guys are wondering what that is, I have a little membership that I give some extra perks, some extra content. We go live from the shipping room because I know that is one of the big issues that resellers have, is all of that shipping anxiety and the how-tos and the what do I choose. And so we do that every week. I take you live into my shipping room and we ship out whatever eBay orders came in and whatever other orders are going on. I sell a lot of stuff outside of eBay. So we've been doing more of that shipping than the eBay shipping lately, but you can see it happen right there live and ask your questions in the chat. Cause I'm kind of like, I help, but I'm more monitoring the chat to answer your questions as my shipping guy is doing the shipping. Some of you have seen Matt in some of my videos, but, so yeah, where we kind of like team up and Carrie will pop in and say hi and answer questions. So that's what we do in the membership in the all-in level. In the very first level, I give you you're getting ready to lose a feather. I see it. Are you going to let me give that to Rachel? Will that be okay? Yeah. He's very noisy today. I think he's happy. I give a sneak peek of the live sales, and we throw in some extra stuff every now and then. And then I have another level that if you are struggling in your eBay or any of the online venues, we go over strategy. We do store reviews. We do item reviews. We problem solve. One of the members just literally got some help that caused her to be able to pay for 2 months of the membership, like with one little change. So that's what we do over there. If anybody's interested. Okay, I got to get his mouth full of something here so that he will be a little quiet. Would you like a pistachio? Yeah. Is this something you desire? Are you a good bird? Yeah. Yes, you are. There you go. Chew on that. He loves his pistachios. Goodness. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. Let me see what's happening over here. Oh, Tigery. Good. Yeah, it is fairly easy. It is fairly easy to do, and it's just a little something that makes it easier for someone to find it. Oh, did he drop the feather? Oh, he did drop the feather. That's okay. Rachel will find it. She'll find it. He's going through a little bit of a molt. Makes him a little excitable. Makes him a little crabby at times. I did figure out Jordan's channel name is it just Jordan Things? I think. So here's the deal. When I drop tomorrow's video, if you look in the description of tomorrow's video, I've updated my default description. It's going to include the channel's of some of my favorite people, and you will be able to just go and click and go to those channels. So that's all over there as of tomorrow. But Melissa, can you double check? It is just Jordan. Oh my goodness. Why can't I remember? See now, and it's going to bug me if I don't figure it out and tell you, and she'll be really mad if I don't figure it out and tell you. Her channel is very small still right now. She's just getting it started, and she's kind of right now just doing like the shorts. It's just Jordan things. Let me put that over here, and then Melissa can grab it too. There we go. Yeah, because see, I got to have her. Oops, why didn't you go? There he goes. I got to have her customize her URL as well. Awesome, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. And that's the power of a community. You know, if just one of us does something, it's a little impact on somebody. But if a whole bunch of us do that one little thing, the power of that is pretty substantial. So I appreciate you guys jumping in and doing that. So, oh, you already put it. Of course you did, Melissa, because you're like on top of it. You're so funny. He's squeaking like the cockatiels now. Yes, that's his new thing. Tell him, you trying to be cockatiel? Peekaboo. Oh, goodness. All right. He was trying to trade the feather for a goodie. Oh, he's a character. He's such a character. So things are coming along. I had a really great day yesterday. I got to tell you, I know it doesn't seem like much, but I conquered a big hurdle. So a lot of you know, if you watch me, that I had a pretty rough time coming out of my divorce. My credit got absolutely destroyed, and I had to file bankruptcy. Because somehow I just got annihilated in the financial department of that divorce. So fast forward, I went ahead and I had to file the bankruptcy and get that fresh start. But what that does is cause you to have a lot of trouble qualifying for things. So my credit's like, it's not bad, you know, now that everything's kind of been washed away, but it's not great. And I do want to start building up to try to purchase a home, which a lot of people say, why didn't I purchase? Well, it's because I have this fresh bankruptcy and a mortgage company is not going to look at me for a couple of years. And so everybody's like, you got to get a credit card. You got to get a credit card. And I'm so super against credit cards. I really, really am. I think they are so bad for us. Like, but it is what it is. Right? You got to have one if you want to build a credit. So I did a little house shopping at Kohl's yesterday. And I'm telling you this because we're going to get into pricing strategy here in a moment. So I go to Kohl's and I'm getting like stuff for the house, some rugs and trash cans and curtains and all this kind of stuff that we need. And I get up there, and I spent about $300 and something. And she says, do you want to apply for a Kohl's card because you'll get like $110 off your purchase today? I was like, well, they're not going to accept me. She goes, well, let's try. So I went through the process, and guess what? They accepted me. So it's really cool because they only gave me a $300 spending limit, which is great. I'm all about it. Keeps me out of trouble. So I, put the purchase on there. It literally took $100 and some off of my purchase. Plus, I had another 10% off, and they stack everything. And so I go through this whole thing, and she says, well, anything else you buy today, you can still get your 35% off. I'm like, hmm, okay. So I took that step out to the car. I come back in and I bought some more stuff because 35% off. And if it's already on clearance, so say it's 20% off, they're going to take another 35% off. So that's what I was looking for. I was like looking for like super clearance items. So I had so much fun at Kohl's yesterday. But I also now, like, I have a credit card that I'm not going to get in a lot of trouble with because I have to use it at Kohl's. I have to go to Kohl's. It's not like a credit card where I can like just use it anywhere and get myself in trouble. So I'm pretty excited. I know it seems like such a silly thing, but I see this like I'm on the path now to reestablish my credit and be able to ultimately buy a house. So I've already maxed it out, of course, too. I've already maxed it out. It's all good. So I just wanted like, okay, it's probably the question of who doesn't understand how Kohl's discounts work. Start there because I would bet that more of you understand it versus don't understand it. So let's do that. But basically, Kohl's is a really, really smart company. Like it's department store, and the retail prices that they put on things are pretty pricey, right? Like nobody wants to go there and pay full retail. Kind of like peeking over at your comments over here. I know you guys are saying paid off when it comes. I will probably pay half of it so that credit runs so that it bumps up my credit score. And then I'll because you have to maintain the credit for a certain amount of time in order for your credit score to go up. It's all a little game. So the goal of the card is to raise my credit score. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so they have Kohl's Cash, they have Kohl's Rewards, they have clearance, they have you go in and do your Amazon return and you get another coupon to go spend. Like they're brilliant. They are a brilliant company when it comes to pricing strategy. And I wanted to talk a bit about it because man, it's the strategy that we also can use even in our online businesses. I tend to price on the high side. Like there's a reason for that. It is so I can do a kind of a Kohl's discount mentality where I know people are going to make offers. All right. So if I've got it priced kind of up there and I sell it at 25% off of what I had it there. Well, that's kind of where my expectation was anyways. So I'm like, oh, cool. All right. I'll take that offer. They feel like they're getting a good deal. I'm making the profit margin I want. And it's very, very attractive to buyers to be able to come in and take those discounts. So you can run markdown sales with a heavy discount like that if you price accordingly first. So, because that's key. The key is don't price it to where when you give that discount, it's going to hurt you. I see that over and over and over. Like you guys get upset, at lowballers coming in. Well, price so that a lowball offer is almost in range of where you want to be. I mean, I get there's some ridiculous ones. Like I got a $2 offer on a $25 item. That's just a decline and go away. But the majority are workable. Somebody comes in, I have a mug at $15, let's say, and I know it should sell in like the $12 range. So somebody comes in, they make me a $10 offer, I can counter them at 12, and that's very, very doable for them if it's something they really wanted. And 9 times out of 10, they take the counter and we make a deal. But had I started it at 12, they probably would have offered me 8, and then I'm only going to get maybe 10. See how that works? Is everybody kind of clear on how that pricing works? You source a lot from Kohl's clearance. Kohl's has good stuff. I was very, very happy with the quality of the items I brought home yesterday. Yes, the Amazon returns. Isn't that genius? Isn't that genius? Like, here, come drop off your Amazon return. No, really, walk in the door and drop off your Amazon return. Oh, here's a coupon. Of course, you have to walk through the store on your way out with this coupon in your hand. I think it's 25% off. That's very sexy. I always try to use it. I always do. I'm trying to catch up on your comments there. We're also streaming over on Facebook. So I've got some friends over on Facebook leaving comments as well. Let's see. You actually made money returning something at Kohl's once. It didn't have the receipt. So they had to give me the current price. And when I bought the items, it was a lot cheaper. I made $10 or $15. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm like all silent. Like, you guys are writing really long comments. I'm trying not to miss anything. Oh, that is so sweet of you, Gwenya. Or is it Gwenya or Gwenia? Correct me on how to say your name. Rosie, she's going to run you on her TV all day to get your watch time up. I love that. Love it. They have a great way to make an illusion of a discount. For example, regular price, $74.99. Our price, $54.99. And then when it's $54.99 everywhere, yes. But then they also do, so here's the other thing. And I think this is where a lot of resellers have issue is we get emotionally attached to this stuff. And we say, but I've got, here, what have I got near me? I've got a bird here. I'm like, oh, but I have $10 invested in this. So I have to get at least 30 or I can't let it go. And then what happens is we sit on it. Now that $10 is not working for you at the point, and you have to decide how long this is. We know there's long tail items, but then there's some stuff that, like, if it doesn't sell quickly, it's probably not going to sell, at least at the price you're asking. So we've got this item. We've had it a while. This is a $10 bill that's sitting there just festering. It's not making you interest. It's not making you money. It's just sitting there. So while you really, really, really wanted the $30 for it, probably at some point have to come to the realization it's not going to go for that. So now we use it to kind of bring people in. Now we do a markdown sale, let's say, or we send out a coupon to people and we discount it by 20, 25%. So now we're going to get a little less of a margin, but we've brought in a strategy to get somebody into the store and hopefully get the item sold and be able to turn now that $10 plus the margin into more money. And that's how this business works, you guys, is you take that investment into something, you make it double or triple your money, and then you take that money, turn it into something else or some things else, double, triple, and so on and so on. And you can see how at some point you grow that to the point where you can start taking money out for yourself. You have to be careful in the beginning, pulling everything out. You have to reinvest in your business and reinvest in your business until you get to that point where you can pay yourself and pull that money out. And now you're in business and you're self-employed and you are profitable. Like, that's what it's all about. So you have to be careful about holding on to every little thing that you get when you really need to take that investment and at some point say, I just need to get that $10 bill back and turn it into something else. And the item is not clogging up your house anymore. Storing costs money too. Storing, I wouldn't say storing costs money. Well, unless you're paying for storage, but it definitely takes up real estate for something else. Now, I do recommend having a fully stocked, like if you're on eBay store, if you're on Etsy, an Etsy store, wherever you're selling, you want a fully stocked store. And that can be different things depending on the category. For antiques, collectibles, the things that I like to sell, I start seeing very, very consistent sales at about the 500 inventory items mark. That's when things start really pumping. I mean, I do get sales before, I'm at lower numbers right now. I only have like 100 and something things listed, but I want to get up to that 500. Now, then once I get up to that 500 some items, now I can start looking at those older items and how to clear them and sell them and that kind of a thing. Does that make sense? I have not tried Overstock or Wayfair because I don't like ordering from those companies online. I don't know, it's weird. Like my online go-to is Amazon. Hate to say it. The Amazon drivers know me well. I get a lot of stuff from Amazon. I don't know why. I just don't order from those companies. I have a question about eBay. I have a 5-item limit. I have never had issues. I asked to be raised up and was denied. What can I do? So Angie, how new of a seller are you? And I'm going to say this right now. This is a policy that eBay has that has driven me absolutely bonkers for years. I have argued and fought with them. I have put my own reputation on the line and said, what if these new sellers are working with me? And this is when I had my membership coaching before. I said, what if they're working with me? Can they get a little extra, bump up? Nope, eBay won't do it. And I think this is where eBay is cutting its own throat because it's the only site doing this. Those same sellers can go over to Poshmark and Mercari and Etsy and Cherish and anywhere else and list. But eBay says, oh, no, you have to prove yourself. What are you talking back? This is talking back. So Angie, I need to know how long you have been selling. How many? So you have your 5 items up. I'm assuming you haven't sold any yet, right? You have sold 2 items. Pretty new, but it's been years ago that I sold those. Okay, so they see you as a brand new seller. If that was years ago, they don't count that. So here's my advice to you is figure out a way to get at least one of those items to sell quickly. That might mean taking a big price reduction. It might mean being very aggressive and sending out offers if anybody's watching those things, but you need to get a sale. You got to get a sale in the books and let eBay see that you are legit and you're going to get the item shipped out. You're going to take care of the customer. So my advice, if you are to anybody who is new and you are just getting started on eBay and you have that 5-item limit, get things up there that are like, you can get those sold, like boom. Even do things where you're selling them for a penny or something that shows the algorithm that you can sell and deliver. Because once you sell and deliver, now eBay is going to go, okay, we can raise them up and we can raise them up, but you got to stay on them too. You got to stay on them to raise your limit every 30 days too. And it makes me cringe that they do this, but that it is what it is. Okay, let's see. What else have I missed in the chat? Do I tip the Amazon drivers at holiday time? I really don't, because I don't really see them. I don't know if I'm getting the same driver every time. Yeah, I probably should do something for them, but they haven't been that great. Since I moved here, I've had so many problems with them being lazy. because my driveway is a bit of a distance from my front door and they want to leave everything down at the end of the driveway. And I'm like, no, I'm paying for you to bring that to my door. So finally, I got on the phone with Amazon and I said, they can drive up my driveway. They have plenty of room to turn around. Please let the drivers know that it's no further for them, to just drive the truck in, boom, put it right there. And it's actually closer when you think about it, because they're not having to walk up to a front porch. Like literally they can get off the truck and be boop, put it right there. Boop. He picks up the craziest stuff. Oh, now you want to play peekaboo. All right. Facebook Marketplace does it too. Angel was only allowed to list one item. I'm not a big Facebook fan. I have sold things on Marketplace, but only things like that are like in-person pickup stuff, but it's crazy. Crazy. I started first thing with a store so I can have more inventory. Yeah, Marty, they're not going to give you more inventory just because you have a store at first. They restrict every new seller until they prove themselves. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I got to be careful. I can get really, really, really behind. So Kathy Ferrara says, I have sold nothing and have 30 ups. So that could be an issue of, I usually say it's one of the 3 P's: pictures, price, or popularity. And within that popularity, it has to do with how you're writing your titles too. So you have to actually have your items come up in search. So there may be an issue there. Maybe your pictures need to pop a little bit better. So if you haven't sold anything, then you've got to look at one of those 3 factors. So frustrated with the price hikes at Goodwill. So are a lot of people. The bottom line on that is, if they see it affecting their bottom line, as long as people are buying and their numbers still look good in the boardroom, it's not going to change. And we just have to learn to work with it. But if you watch my videos, you saw I was at some pretty expensive Goodwills and thrift stores when I was in San Diego, and there was still plenty of margin on those items. So don't let it discourage you from getting really good resale stuff. My rule of thumb, and this is easy to remember, is it worth at least 3 times what you're paying for it? 3 times, because there's the cost, there's the fees, and then the third is your profit. So you're making a third. And that's a very simplistic formula, but it can help you when you're making your purchases. Like, okay, if this sells for $15 and I can buy it for $5 or less, I'm going to make about $5. So just kind of keep that in mind. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea too, Jen. I like to tell people that too, is get some feedback. Like, go buy some stuff and get some feedback so that you're not like a newbie showing a 0, because that can affect you too. There's a lot of things that can affect you getting the sales. All right, I'm like skimming and skipping, because if you guys have a question that I have missed, go ahead and type in like all caps question and then put your question for me. And I'm watching the time because I'm going to give away a ticket to the Boss Reseller Remix. And I also have a surprise. I have a surprise announcement, but we'll get to that. I mean, I just like ordering from Amazon because I know it's usually it's here next day or in 2 days. We have a warehouse here, so I can get stuff within hours because it's right here in the warehouse, and I'll pay sometimes the extra $2 to like have that priority delivery. I'm like, yeah, bring it. I love same day delivery. It was pictures, price, and popularity. And within that popularity, is it an item anybody wants to buy? Or also in that is is it an item that people are finding based on how they're typing in, searching for it? My comment was, what did you say? Only have 100 something listed. I'm watching you shop all the time. Well, so remember that eBay is not my only venue to resale. So when I'm shopping, I'm buying things to sell in my live sales. I'm buying things to sell in my whatnot sales. And I am selling a lot of things just by people emailing me after they watch a video and say, I'd like to buy that. So that's why I'm behind on listing, because we're shipping out so much stuff just from those 3 channels that eBay is kind of getting pushed to the wayside just a little bit. But yeah, we're shipping out probably 60 to 80 packages a week. And some of those packages have multiple items in them. How do you set a bidding versus buy now price on eBay? So that's in your listing form. I don't recommend that most sellers do auction format. And I think that's a thing that a lot of new sellers get into, thinking that they need to do things in auction format. That can be hurting you. If you have items up in auction format and they're not selling, that could be the reason right there. If you convert those items into a buy it now format, and I highly recommend the best offer be added to it, you're going to sell those impulse things. People can buy them immediately instead of having to decide, oh, this auction doesn't end for 4 days and I really, really want this item now. So auction format can be a detriment to you. There are some who have made the auction format work really, really well in their business model, but that's because they set it up as their business model. They have a huge following to do so, and that's a whole different animal. But for the average seller, fixed price is going to be your friend. How does combined shipping work? I have someone that wants to buy 6 items. So depending on what their interface is like, there's different buyers see different things. If they have the ability to put those items into a shopping cart and then purchase, you can adjust that shipping. Or what most likely is going to occur is they're going to buy 6 items. eBay is going to combine all of your shipping weights to come up with the shipping amount, and you'll have to adjust that. Hopefully they don't pay until you have time to send an invoice that's got an adjusted shipping. That's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you have to refund some of that shipping. But that's fantastic. You have somebody who wants to buy 6 items. Congratulations. The peacock behind me. It's a decapoli. Decapoli? Some Italian thing. I know, I saw it and I had to have it. Welcome, Candace, to the Niche Nation. Please explain the 5 limit policy. Basically, when you sign up to be a seller on eBay, they give you a limit of 5 items. That's it. That's all you can list until you have sold something and shown them that you're capable of delivering. And they don't want new sellers to be overwhelmed with too many orders, and then they make bad buyer experience and all that stuff. I just think 5 is kind of ridiculous. It's a crazy number. Maybe 25. How about 25? Because that's more in line. If you list 25, you're probably going to sell, 1 or 2 of those. You're not going to sell all 25. Like, I don't know what they're thinking. They're not like keeping up with. It's like the wages don't keep up with the cost of living. Well, eBay's restrictions don't keep up with the sell-through rate on eBay. So it's just one of those things. Do you need to have a business license before you start on eBay? You don't need to have a business license, But if you are going to establish yourself as a business, it does not hurt to check into the legalities of your state, county, city, whatever's required around you. I do have a business license. I also have a sales tax exemption. So when I am buying goods at a place that charges sales tax, I have a little certificate that says, I get to buy this without paying sales tax. And that can be a pretty big savings. So there are advantages to it. Oh, let's see. I'm behind again. Should I open a store with 120 items listed? I would say yes. It's not, a lot of people think having a store is about a savings and listing fees. And I'm going to tell you, having a store is about making the buying experience easier for those that you want to follow you. So if you have a store name, you can just share that and people can find you much, much easier than if you just have a user ID and they just have to find, like an item and trace it back to you. We have to make things so easy for people. That is marketing today. You got to make it easy. You got to make it a click of a button or just type this into Google kind of stuff. So that's what the store does for you. And it also gives you the ability to look more professional, organize your stuff in a way that people can come shop your categories. So those are the reasons I think a store is important. There is a savings on listing fees at certain points, but that's not my main reason for the eBay store. Does my booth suffer due to online sales? I'm not sure what my booth suffers because I'm not down there working it. So and because a lot of that's because of like all my other work, which includes my online sales. But are you saying like in general, does an antique booth suffer because of all the virtual stuff that's available? I'd say no, it's two different markets. It's two different demographics. There's people who like to go shop, and put the item in their hand. And then there's people who don't mind just going and buying it online. I do Whatnot. In fact, I have a Whatnot sale today at 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's another thing I have now added into my default description. Starting tomorrow, if you guys are ever looking for any of my regular links, they are all in the description of my videos. I'm just gotta click and open that up. But I've got a lot of stuff in there that will answer like most questions. And I am including the link. If you haven't signed up for Whatnot yet, there's a $15 credit available to you for using my link. And if you want to become a seller, it has now been verified that those who use my link to become a seller get approved a lot faster. And somebody approved within 1 day. Have you noticed that the Goodwills with the greatest quantities on the shelves are the higher priced ones? Oh, absolutely. Found less merch, better prices. Oh, 100%, 100%. I guess they just don't care if it goes to the bins. Like, you got to remember the employees at Goodwill they're there to collect a paycheck. They are not emotionally involved with this merchandise. They don't care what happens to this merchandise. They are going in there and filling their quotas and getting their breaks and getting their paycheck. And at the end of the day, if they price a $500 item at $299, they just don't care, which is good for us. But if they're doing what they're told, like if they're told to price things at a certain range, that's what they have to do. So, all right, I'm watching the time. I have got to get to this giveaway here. We have almost 1,100 people watching. So I hope all of you who put in your entries to win the ticket to the Boss Reseller Remix are all watching so that we can celebrate and congratulate you together. The description of the videos. My phone just did something really, really weird. That was funny. I'm going to show you. Hold on. So I got to find one of my videos. Okay. So like I'm actually, here's my video. So the description, let me get rid of the chat. The description is going to be, let's see if I open this. Good question. Here it is. See that little, I had to do this little, there it is. There's a little, oh, I'm not even showing you. I'm not even showing you. That was bad. Okay. So there's the video that's playing right now. That opens up the description right down there on a phone. That's on a phone. If you're on a computer, it should even be a little bit easier. A little bit easier. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. You're so welcome. I'm glad. Like I'm glad that I can inspire and encourage and motivate you guys to build this business, because it is a lifestyle that is so freeing. Like I got to go, I mean, I get it, it's a holiday, but I could do it any Monday. I could go jump in the pool with my kids any Monday that I want. I can go spend time with my animals anytime that I want. Like it's amazing. It's amazing to have this amount of freedom and be in control of how much money I want to make. Welcome, welcome, Wendy. Wendy, I almost read that as bacon. Tell me how you say your last name, because I bet a lot of people say it as bacon, huh? But I mean, there's nothing wrong. Bacon's good. I mean, nothing wrong with bacon, but I don't want to say your last name wrong. Oops. Oh, stand by here. Wrong one. Found a Todd's handbag at Goodwill for $15.99. Sold comps up to $238 for the exact handbag in the same condition. I hid it in my cart under clothes until checkout. Oh, were you afraid somebody was going to grab it out of your cart? I don't know why I never worry about that. I am moved out of the old house completely. I am. Still waiting to see how much of a deposit she's going to give me back. Landlords just don't like giving deposits back. She was nitpicking every little thing. A brown patch on the lawn. She was nitpicking. I'm like, it's summer. Like lawns always get brown patches in the summer. Always, always, always. Okay, you just made me giggle. I'm old, I'm ugly, and I'm boring. How can I develop a following without video content? Okay, but here's what I'm going to ask you. I'm assuming the fact that you wrote that means that you have a personality that is not boring, and you're willing to poke fun at yourself, and you're probably smart, and you know how to do social media. So you don't have to do video. You can just do social media. You can do Instagram. You can do Facebook. You can do, if your personality is as I suspect it is, just do what comes natural to you in making your posts and building your following. Like basin. Okay. Got it. It's like basin. Apparently we have bored the bird. Apparently we have worn out the bird with just a little bit too much squawking. I should have spray painted. I know. So ridiculous. Is it easier for a store, and does it get attention, or do I have to promote it? So it never, ever hurts to do your own marketing. Like your items are going to come up. You're not going to get a boost just because you have a store. You still have to have a good title, great pictures, and a pricing strategy that allows things to sell. But that being said, it's easier to build the people that love what you sell if you have the store. Well, that's amazing, Cynthia. So I've been reselling since May 26th of this year. I work graveyard full-time. God bless you. I've done like 2 graveyard shifts in my life and thought I was going to die, but have made $2,000 so far on eBay. I shop at Goodwill bins. Mostly I found a Chanel purse there. I'm amazed. That's fantastic. I love that. I love the hustle. Love, love, love a good hustle. Hey, I'm going to leave you with this. This is not an easy business. This is not a get rich quick, anybody can do amazing sales kind of business. This business takes work, dedication, commitment. You've got to do the parts that are not fun. You've got to have strategies. You've got to be your own boardroom and sit down and come up with your policies and how you're going to handle situations. But you know what? I can't think of a more rewarding way to make money than going out, finding stuff that we love and turning around and making 3, 4, 5, 6 times what we paid for it. It's like a treasure hunt all the time that literally can make you a salary that's bigger than most regular jobs out there these days. So that being said, if you are willing to do the work, this is an amazing business. Amazing. I mean, I'm living proof. I got many, many peeps over in the chat that are living proof. But it's not always fun and games. Sometimes it is the grind. Sometimes it is the frustration. Sometimes it is the discouragement. But you get through that, and then it's cha-ching, and you got money in your bank account. You can take a vacation, and you can do whatever you want to do. Okay. Yes. Thank you for dropping the link to my Whatnot sale. That's 3 p.m. Pacific time. I do my Whatnot. I actually got all of my purses. It's a purse sale. I got all my purses photographed and put in my little shop. So people can start going over and looking at that. But before we run out of time, and this is probably going to scare you, Boosh. I'm sorry. We have to draw a winner for the Boss Reseller Remix. And I really, really hope this person is here. So I did not put the names in here. Matt went through and put all of the names in here for me. And I am going to pull one out right now. It's the moment of truth. Here we go. Kathy Warren. Kathy Warren, are you here watching? Because I would really love to confirm with you that you're going to be able to make it. Noah is an amazing dude. He is. He's my great bug hunter now. Let's see if Kathy's here. Let's see if Kathy's here. I'm watching the chat. Anybody see Kathy? Kathy Warren, are you here? Okay. Well, hopefully Kathy watches this because Kathy needs to email me at thenichelady@gmail.com. Kathy, email me at thenichelady@gmail.com and let me know that you are going to be able to make it to the Boss Reseller Remix. I will get the ticket transferred over to you. But wait, there's more. I'm full of surprises. I have 2 tickets to give away. Let's see. Okay, W, is that you? Is that you? Ah, yay. Fantastic. The second winner is Deborah Elsie. Deborah Elsie. I really like Matt's writing. It's like its own font. I really, really like it. I'm going to have him do all my writing. Yay, Kathy. So Kathy, go ahead and email me just so I have that confirmed, the name that you want to be registered in as and all that good stuff. And I'm going to get that ticket transferred over to you and you can start making your plans to come out for the Boss Reseller Remix October 11th through the 13th. Let's see. Is Deborah? Have we seen Deborah? Have we seen Deborah? She's here. Let's see. Chat's going fast. Chat's going fast. Does Deborah have a different YouTube chat name? I thought I saw you guys saying that she's here. So exciting. Because if she says she can't make it for some reason, I want to draw another name. Deborah. Well, here's also what I want to do. So they are doing also something called a virtual ticket. Now, it's not a live stream. It's not, it's not like being there on video, but everything is being recorded this year. And they are offering, oh, Deborah, there's Deborah. Deborah's over on Facebook. Deborah, you want a ticket to the Boss Reseller Remix? So if you could please send an email to the nichelady@gmail.com and confirm that you will be able to make it, that ticket is yours. So just send me that email and confirm that you can make it. The Deborah's watching over on Facebook. Fantastic. Yay. Yeah, you guys can't see her because that's why I just pinned her comment up there. So Deborah's over watching on Facebook as I stream in both places. She says, I'm here. So congratulations, Deborah. She's very excited. Okay, excellent. Okay, so the virtual ticket is $50 if anybody wants to go purchase that virtual ticket. But I am also going to give away 2 of those right now as well. So you're going to give away 2 virtual tickets. Let's see. We've got Mary Wagoner. Mary Wagoner, you are the winner of a virtual ticket. And Bougie, I wish you weren't so scared of paper. I'd have you pick out one of these. And we've got Emily Durso. So Mary Wagner and Emily Durso, you have won a virtual ticket. And you will need to email me and let me know that you won the virtual ticket, and I will get you all fixed up with that as well. Let's see. Are they in the chat? Let's see. I wish I could give everybody a ticket. Like, I really, really do. Like, I think it is one of the events that if you could only make it to one event in your lifetime, this is the one. This is the one where you are going to get not only like ridiculous amounts of information to grow your business, but you are going to make so many new friends. Like, the friendship factor at this is where I met Mikey Bags of Money. Like, look at that. He's like my little brother now. And through that, I met Sunny Las Vegas. And then I've met all of these other people. I mean, Tiffany and I went together thrifting Vegas. It's just, if you can make it to that event and you're sitting on the fence about going, I don't know how many tickets they have, but I suspect they're going fast and getting down because it's very, very limited. It's a few hundred people, but it's an intimate few hundred people. You also get face-to-face with eBay employees, List Perfectly employees, Whatnot employees. Who am I forgetting also that's sponsoring this thing? Like, they're all there. So you're face-to-face. It's going to be a truly incredible, incredible time. Mikey is crazy. Sunny is crazy. And we all crazy. Yeah. So Angel, like, I wouldn't have met Crystal and Angel without being like involved in this whole community. And it's amazing. It's amazing. So did my other winners, or were they here? Let's see. Did anybody see my winners? Hopefully they're going to see this and contact me on the replay. If they don't, next week, if for some reason, Deborah and Kathy already confirmed. Mary and Emily, if I don't hear from you, then I'm going to give those tickets away next week. I'm going to save my little bucket of names. But hopefully, they hear this. Was Bushy dancing? Welcome to the Niche Nation, Christy. We're so happy to have you. And it's one day, I heard it was $50. It's $50, right? I hope I didn't say that wrong. I believe it is $50. Oh, Star, you got the one from Mikey. Yeah, that's excellent. All right, guys, we ran over a little bit, but I was really excited to give those tickets away today. Give you guys time that if you got to travel into Vegas, you got time to make those plans now. Kathy says, I need a roommate for remix now. I am sure. Now, there is, once I'll get all your info over. Once you're signed up, there is a private Facebook group where I'm sure you can find somebody. You got in the bucket by finding the 3 clues that I left in 3 different videos and emailing me the answers for those clues. I am speaking on the second day or the first day. I'm speaking on the first full day, right, Mikey? Mikey and I are on the same panel. First full day, but I will be there the entire time. All right, guys. I hope to see you at 3 o'clock over on Whatnot. Everybody's going, ooh, let's go see what new glitch Danny has today on Whatnot. Let's see if we can make it a glitch-free Whatnot day. That's my goal. Second day after lunch. I know that I saw the after lunch thing. The after lunch thing kills me. I'll have to get something that is good cold because I will not eat before I go on stage. It's like, it's my little thing. I'm better with mornings, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, and if you guys can't come this year, start putting it on your list of things to do in 2023 because it really is a fantastic event. And I've been to a lot of events in my life. This one is the one. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Bougie, you gonna say goodbye? Say bye. 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 He wants to dance. He's just a dancing bird. He's my disco bird. Are you my disco bird? Oh, you're crazy. All right. With that, everyone, go be profitable and make it fun. We'll see you on the next one. If I can push all the right buttons. Bye.